Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview February 2nd, 2015 on a Monday. Traders, welcome to a new trading week as we have a long, busy, exciting, adventurous week ahead. Traders, always remember that this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, where we have nice blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches this morning and a nice cool breeze out there. It's kind of pleasant this morning, I have to tell you. And I will be going to the cafe for some coffee. All right, traders, let me tell you about myself. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series every single trading day. And we get this to you before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006. And in 2008, I retired from an awesome career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I do trade the Forex market every single day. I'm either listening to fundamentals, technicals, all that good stuff, always watching charts, always staying in tune with what's going on in the market, looking for opportunities and probabilities to be on my side to be profitable in my trade. And traders, as you know, we do lose trades sometimes. That's just the way it is in trading. Traders, let's get over to the legal stuff. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most important, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Meaning, if you're on a demo account and then you go to a live account, you will see a change in your trading. And normally what happens is your wins go down a little bit because that wonderful thing called the brain gets in the way and psychology affects your trading. And don't feel like you're alone. We all go through it. All right, traders, let's talk about some news and commentary. The markets and the indices. And let's take a look at New York. New York Dow 30 closed negative 1.45%. The S&P 500 was negative at 1.30%. NASDAQ was down 1.03%. Also with the Russell 2000 in the red at negative 2.08%. Let's head over to the Eurozone where the DAX was negative 0.41%. The FTSE 100 closed at negative 0.90%. The CAC 40 also was in the negative 0.58% with Eurostoxx 50 in the negative 0.78%. So the US and the Eurozone all in the red closing on Friday. Traders, let's go over to Asia, my side of the world, where these markets are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is negative 0.48%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is positive 0.81%. The Shanghai is negative 1.16%, with the Hang Seng at negative 0.35%. And ending this segment with the Kospi is down barely at 0.07%. Let's jump over to the calendar. We do have some economic stuff coming out during the London session. That's high impact data that we need to get aware of. And I am just scrolling around here, and I know it's here. There we go. We've got GBP manufacturing PMI comes out 90 minutes after the market open. And we also have ISM manufacturing PMI at the United States later in the day during the New York session. So we do have some data coming out today that can move the markets. Please keep an eye on that through your trading day. Oh, I didn't see this. Also, we have German manufacturing PMI out of the Euro coming out today, which is another, that's coming out of Germany, which is another high impact. And that's a good chance that will move the markets in one direction or the other. So that's what's going on with the markets as far as the indices go and our economic calendar. Commentary for today is price action. Price action has been really kind of slow the last several days. As we look at some charts, you're going to notice that there have been some really wacky moves Wednesday and then Thursday and Friday. Things sort of died off. And like the Euro Yen and the Euro Aussie are like been in a range for like 3 or 4 days now. There's just like hardly any price action at all. and we're looking at 1 hour charts. Remember, when we look at charts, we look at 1 hour charts. So hopefully we'll start to get some price action, and as we get data releases, we should do that. So let's get started, and let's take a look at some 60-minute Forex charts. And as usual, we'll start with the euro dollar. The euro dollar is currently in a range here, and you can see I marked the range, and unfortunately we're right in the center of the range. I'd rather see a breakout of this trend line. However, I'd rather see this bump up to the resistance as close to that 200 EMA as we can get, and then take it short. Remember, if it breaks the trend line now and you took this short right now, what happens is you're coming right back down into support again, and you really don't want to do that. So you want to see this bump up a little bit before the London Open, and then take it down from there. I'd really like to see this go down below 1226. I'd like to see this really back down at 1.11. Where it was previously. So I'm expecting this to drop. The dollar is still very strong. The euro is very weak. But if you take a look at these candlesticks, you can see how small they are. Look at how many wicks you have on these candles, indecision candles. So it hasn't been a pleasure trading the euro dollar in the last several days. Let's take a look at the pound dollar. This is a pound dollar. We're going to stay bearish on this. It's staying below the 200 exponential moving average, so we're going to keep with that. We're going to looking for a trend line break here. There was really nothing else to do. There was really no fib here to get into this. I'm worried if we were going to fib this, we would have ended up having to wait too long. And as long as we're close to this 200 exponential moving average, I want to get in it when it breaks the trend line and closes. Make sure it closes. So we're looking at an entry at about 1.5070 and 1.5022. Either one of those would be fine to get in, and also that 1.5022 is a good place to get out. Why? Because it's a support area. If it breaks that support, we're going down to 1.4980, which would be really nice. So the pound dollar has a good potential, and it's got data coming out today, so it's got a good potential of being a nice trade today. And next one, let's take a look at the Aussie. Look at how many candlesticks we have here. We probably have 2 days worth of range trading. This has really not moved a lot. This currency pair has basically been stagnant, not a lot going on. We really want to pull back. We want this to come back up to the 38.2 with this 78.27, about that area. So that's 0.7827, by the way, folks. Yeah, we want this to come back up. We want this really to come up to like 27. I'm sorry, 74. Did I say 27? Yeah, 74. My mistake. But we definitely want this to head down and head back up and come down. So we want this to hit the 38.2 fib and then give us a nice drop to the downside, which would be absolutely wonderful. I don't want to short this here. We're shorting right into support, even though I think you have enough pips here that you can get into this safely. Let's see here. 780. Yeah, you have plenty of pips here. If you got a bearish candlestick formation and you wanted to short it here, you have enough pips here to get 30 pips and get break even before you hit support. So either way, you have several options here with the Aussie. But just be careful, we have data coming out, and you know how the Aussie reacts when we get data. Here's our Euro Aussie. This is just a nasty, but unfortunately, it's a nasty looking chart, but it's 168 pip range. It's been all over the place. And where are we now? We're stuck right in the middle of the range, which really isn't a lot of fun for us. But we're basically looking at, over 50 pips if this was to go bearish, going down to that 44.62 area. So either way, I'd like to see this bounce up and then just plow on down to our support area and even break it and go down to the 200. We won't see that happen in one day. But I'd really like to see this pair make a decision. To me, it looks like it wants to continue the uptrend, but we're going to have to watch this. It's at support on the daily chart, and it's just hugging around there, and it's not doing a lot. So we'll keep an eye on this, and I think this week this pair will break out one direction or the other. Here's the Euro-Yen. The Euro-Yen has moved a little bit more than the others. So we're getting a little bit of movement here. We have nice 4 higher lows here. So we have a nice area to get in here. I wouldn't mind getting in this and back at this 132.75 area. And I would not wait for a retest of this trend line. If this broke this trend line and closed, I would sell this right away. I would sell this right off the bat. I would not wait for the London Open. I would sell this immediately. I would take this to the downside. And we'll go ahead looking for 132, basically 0.6, and we'll just take it out from there. So you got plenty of pips here to get down there and make some profits. But as soon as this breaks that trend line and gives us a bearish candlestick formation, folks, hop on it and take it down for the ride. All right, talking about our New Zealand dollar, this is one that has been like 3 days in a range here, just absolutely done nothing. So this really needs to pull back above the 23.6, and I would be more than happy to take this back down. I really want this to pull back. I'd really like to see an update today and tomorrow maybe. I don't like the look of these Bollinger Bands. These Bollinger Bands are still curled to the upside, which means there's no volatility at all. So until these Bollinger Bands open, I wouldn't do anything until these Bollinger Bands open and we get some kind of formation here. It's like it hasn't made a decision whether it wants to go up or it wants to come back down. We want to take profit at 0.7220 is where we want to take profit at. And we're looking for this to pull back to 0.7307 or 7300 area would be wonderful. Psychological area, really great place to get in. So I really look for that to happen. And traders, I lost my charts. There we go. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on with the New Zealand dollar. All right. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and of course our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on a Monday. We're excited about our trading week. We got a lot going on today. Please keep an eye on your economic calendar. We do have data coming out in both the London session and the New York session. So hopefully the markets will give us some opportunities to make some profits. Traders, have a great trading day, and we will see you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care now. Bye-bye.